You know, in our digital world, your personal data, it's become one of the most valuable things on the planet. But who's really in charge of it? Today, we're going to break down the California Consumer Privacy Act, or the CCPA, a really important law that started to shift the balance of power from big corporations back to you. And that's a question we should all be asking ourselves, right? Every time you click, you browse, you buy something online, you're leaving this trail of digital breadcrumbs. For the longest time, what happened to that trail, who was collecting it, why, and what they were doing with it was pretty much a total mystery. And that uncertainty, that's exactly why the CCPA was created. Look, all this incredible convenience we have in the digital age, it came with a kind of hidden price tag. Our personal info became this multi-billion-dollar business. For years, the rulebook for how this data was gathered and sold was basically written by the companies making money off of it, which left us, the consumers, with very little say in the matter.
But things are starting to change. California decided to step in with a really powerful solution, one designed to put control back where it should be, squarely in your hands. And that solution is the California Consumer Privacy Act.
So what is it exactly? Well, the CCPA, which kicked in back in 2020, is this groundbreaking state law. And its mission, really, is simple, but honestly, it's huge. It's all about giving you, the consumer, real, actual power and control over your own personal data. So how does it do this? Well, the best way to think about it is like this. The law hands you a personal data toolkit. It's like you've been given 4 new superpowers you can use to really manage your digital footprint.
All right, let's crack this thing open, shall we? Inside this toolkit, you're going to find 4 fundamental rights: the right to know, the right to delete, the right to opt out, and the right to non-discrimination. Each one is a super important tool, so let's get into what they each do.
First up, we've got the right to know. This is a big one. It's all about transparency. You can now officially ask a company to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what data they have on you, why they have it, and who they're sharing it with. No more guessing games.
All right, next up is the right to delete. And let me tell you, this one is so powerful. If you decide you just don't want a company to have your information anymore, you can literally tell them to get rid of it. Just think of it like a digital forget-me button for your personal data.
Okay, this one is a huge deal. The right to opt out. So many businesses make money by selling our data to other companies. The CCPA gives you the power to just say, nope, not interested. In fact, companies that sell data now have to put a clear, easy-to-find, do not sell my personal information link on their websites. And finally, and this is super important to make sure all these other rights actually have teeth, there's the right to non-discrimination. What this means is a business can't retaliate, they can't charge you more or refuse to serve you or give you worse service just because you decided to use your privacy rights. You're protected. Okay, so we've talked all about the tools in your new privacy toolkit. But here's the thing. For every single right you gain, businesses get a brand new responsibility. So let's flip the script and look at what the CCPA makes them do.
You can see how this works, right? It's a direct cause and effect. Your right to know forces them to be transparent. Your right to delete requires them to build a whole system for you to make that request. And your right to opt out, it mandates that do not sell feature. It's a total top-to-bottom change in how they have to operate, and it's all driven by your rights.
Now you might be thinking, okay, that's just California. But the impact here it's huge. It goes way beyond just one state. Because so many big companies operate all over the country, the CCPA has basically set a new, higher standard for data privacy for everyone in the U.S.
So what's the bottom line here? Well, for us, the consumers, it means we finally have stronger rights and some real, actual control. And for businesses, it's a massive wake-up call. They have to completely rethink their data practices, rewrite their policies, and just get way more transparent. The whole power dynamic is officially shifting.
So when you step back and look at the big picture, what is this all really about? It's about more than just a bunch of rules and regulations. It really boils down to three simple but really important ideas: privacy, power, and trust.
And this right here, this is the new reality for any business out there. We're past the point where protecting your data is just about, taking a box on a compliance form to avoid a fine. It's now fundamental to building trust. The companies that get this, the ones that embrace transparency, they're the ones who are going to earn our loyalty. And the ones who don't, they're risking their entire reputation.
So the CCPA has handed you this toolkit. It's given you some serious new power to protect your privacy. The real question now isn't about what the law says anymore. It's about what you're going to do with it. How are you going to use these new rights to shape your own digital world?